you qualified for your 11th straight appearance here when you won Wimbledon. How much have you been looking forward to coming back to London again?
They want a world central bank that would dictate to all global finance in every country. They want a world currency, which in the end wouldn't be cash, and that's going out of circulation so fast. They want a electronic single world currency, for which there are fundamental implications for freedom, because if you go into a store now, Victoria, with electronic money, and that computer says no to your card, you say, well, I'll pay cash then. What about when there's no cash and that says no? You have no way of purchasing except barter. And that's the idea, control. Because those that challenge the system will very quickly go off the Christmas card list of the computer, you know.
You've won this event 6 times, you're a double defending champion. What is it about the format that has led you to be so successful, do you think?
Yeah, it's true. The more diversity of decision making there is, the less control any few at the centre are going to have. So now, a few bureaucrats, not even elected people in Europe, bureaucrats, are dictating to the whole of Europe, every country, and the power of the countries to decide their own destiny is virtually, you know, it's petering out. It's virtually non-existent now. You know, 75% of laws in Britain start out in Brussels, not London.
Really?
Right, and this is where they want America to go. Now, what they're heading towards, well, what they want, is the ultimate global centralization.
Consider yourself a clear favourite to top that Group B?
Look, I mean, I think my head-to-heads are good against all the other guys.
Same in Britain, same in Europe. They're behind the pharmaceutical cartel, which have no interest in human health. They have interest in pharmaceutical wealth and control. They don't want well people, because well people don't buy drugs, do they? They want sick people, and so they keep inventing new illnesses and all this stuff. Attention deficit disorder in kids. We must give them Ritalin, because they've got attention deficit disorder. And then you say, well, hold on a second. First of all, I had attention deficit disorder when I was a kid because school bored me rigid, okay? But let's take your version of attention deficit disorder. The symptoms you tell us are the disorder are exactly the same symptoms that of behavioral changes for children have these appalling poisonous chemical additives in food and drink. So what they do, they give kids all this rubbish. It has an effect on their attention possibilities, an effect on their hyperactivity, and then they say, hey, they've got attention deficit disorder, give them Ritalin, give them this. This is all it works, how it works. So this whole first period, after I had this massive awakening 20 years ago, and it's not an awakening, oh, there I am, it's...
Murray here, who's had a great season, you know, winning Olympics, and then also his first Grand Slam, you know, to see him playing again here in Britain is going to be exciting, and Djokovic finishing world #1. There's many good stories around, so I think to a degree you have to almost forget that Rafa Sanders is not around right now.
With that Wimbledon win and the 3 Masters Thousands and the other tournament wins, where do you sort of rank this year amongst your best?
Well, it was extremely solid. I think I achieved semi-finals in all.
They're so welded to Dr. Knows Best that they'll go to their grave when they don't need to, following these ignorant people who know what? They know about the body, they think, and how it works. Thanks to what? Thanks to medical schools. Medical schools that have told them how the body works. Medical schools funded, influenced, and manipulated by the pharmaceutical cartel that has a massive financial interest, though it's more than financial, why this is done, in the scalpel and the drug. You know, I mean, okay, we'll sell them more chemotherapy and all this stuff, and it kills them, but it doesn't matter because someone else will be along in a minute with the same disease and we'll do it the same again.